I will not forget all my facts, like times, plus, and minus. Those are easy to learn. I will never forget the 7 habits. Be proactive. You're in charge. Begin with the end in mind. Look to the end. Put first things first. Do important things first and less important things later. Think win-win. Share, half. Seek first, understand. Put yourself in their shoes. Synergy. Work with people. Sharpen the saw. Take a break.
The something that I will never forget is the habits of mind, because Mr. Grillo, thank you, Mr. Grillo, and all the videos Mr. Grillo showed us to remember the habits, and the letters he showed us to remember them. Thank you, Mr. Grillo.
I will never what I learned this year, I will never forget. I will never forget the 7 habits. Proactive, begin with the end in mind. Put first things first, think win-win, seek first, understand, synergize, sharpen the saw. I had so much fun learning the 7 habits. It made me a better person. Thank you, Mr. Grillo.
What I learned this year that I will never forget. You have a can-do attitude and never give up. Do all you can do things that are right, not things that are wrong. Not steal if someone told you to go steal something. Thank you so much, Mr. Grillo.
I learned more about the habits and I will never forget them. It will help me throughout the year. I never forget my friends because they are like family to me. But they are my friends. But they will help me out through the year, and they don't react to nothing, except sometimes they will react, but not all the time. And Mr. Grillo doesn't give them a refocus all the time. I will never forget the habits, the aquarium trip, the parties, Mr. Grillo, all of 3rd grade, parties like Romans, class of 2020, I will never forget because I'm in it. Habits like proactive, I will never forget my mission.
What I learned this year that I will never forget is the 7 habits, because they can make me successful in my life and a better person. Thank you very much, Mr. Grillo, for teaching me these to me. The trip to Seattle was my favorite part. We got to look at all those different kinds of fish, and an electric eel, the jellyfish that looked like they lit up in the tank. It was in the gift, and it was fun in the gift shop too. It was my favorite part of the year. I'm glad that we had the trip. I hope we do it next year too, and we got to see the gum wall and got to eat at Red Robin. It was so good. Thank you, Mr. Grillo.
What was the best part of 3rd grade? Having Mr. Grillo as a teacher. He teaches us not being mean, makes good ideas, and never gives up.
My favorite part of 3rd grade was the aquarium trip, learning about natives and colony times, and those parties to Romans, Blue Chair, State Park field trip, Douglas Creek, Badger Mountain, mission statement, norms, writing, toga party, building houses for our natives at the parties, making food at the colonial parties, Van Winkle's orchard, building Roman cities, salmon mapping, walks, habits, class, mission, reading, time, photo point, PowerPoint.
My favorite part of 3rd grade was when we got to do the reading. Where you get AR points and you get a prize, and break, recess, lunch, snack, even the photo point that we took a picture of the rock and plants. Badger Mountain, Douglas Creek, and the walks, and even the Seattle trip.
I think the best part of third grade is all the awesome field trips Mr. Grillo took us on, like the trip to Seattle. It was so cool because we got to see all these different types of fish, and we got to go and see Pike's Place Market and the awesome gum wall. Thank you, Mr.
What I really liked in third grade is working together and meeting people. But the coolest thing is that I like doing spelling. My dad said that I am a great speller. My teacher, Mr. Grillo, said I was too, and it makes me happy to spell. I try my best to do the best I can. It will help me through the year, so thank you, Dad and Mr. Grillo.